Welcome back. This week, we're taking on the infamous Papagayo winds, powerful gusts that roar across Central America. After skipping Costa Rica on our way north, we're finally back to explore, beginning with an island hiding the ruins of a once famous yacht club. We are Liz and Rui, sailing on a 1982 Cal 39. Join us each week as we let go of the mussins and believe that anything can happen and anything can be. Well, it's day 3, almost day 4. We're in the Papagayos. Been blowing like 30 knots for the last 4 or so hours, 3 or 4 hours? 3 hours. And yeah, we just had a very reef jib out, took down the main, and the wind started to pick up earlier this morning. Woo. And that was gonna get wet. Anyway. Yeah, the waves are sharp. We have like 3 knots of current with us, but obviously the wind is against us, so some steep waves bouncing around. It's actually kind of quieter now. It's still 30 knots, but it seems not so crazy. But yeah, we're doing like 7 knots, 7 to 8 knots with the current, so it's pretty good. Hopefully we get through this fast. But yeah, it's kind of shitty. Okay, it's about noon. We are still sailing in about 25 to 30 knots. So this started at maybe about 7? I don't know what time it started. Probably just made my first cup of coffee. Cappuccino. If you haven't made a cappuccino in 30 knots, have you made a cappuccino? But anyway, yeah, so we're sailing pretty much as tight to the wind as we can without bashing into the waves. So we're kind of sailing out to sea right now, but hopefully in about 40 miles or so, or whenever the winds start to fade off a bit, we can turn and head back towards our destination. So now, we were originally going to go to Cocos, but now we're heading to around the Nicoya Peninsula to Caldera to check in. We just wouldn't have made it through this weather basically to get to Cocos. So it's been a bumpy morning. It's actually kind of rather calm right now. The waves have started to chill out a little bit, but yeah, it's been pretty rough. But we're getting there. Talked to some folks who are ahead of us on dawn patrol, and yesterday they came through and they said they had glorious sailing. They said the European weather model was right on target. I said, well, right now the European model is saying it should be 17 knots and it's blowing 35. Weather models, I don't know. It's like, take a look at all of them and look what the worst is and expect that. Take a look at what the best is and hope for that. Hopefully it's maybe somewhere in between. But anyway, it is what it is. The GFS model is actually more accurate. For us at least, today. So, hence why we're kind of going out a bit, because it has been more accurate, and so it says that in a few hours it should start to chill out. We can only wait and see. But yeah, in the meantime, just enjoying my cappuccino, and looking forward to the calmer water and the better winds. know what day it is. It's day something. So being out here. But it's been glorious after the really shitty Papagayos that we went through 2 days ago now? 2 days ago? 2 days ago. We've been sailing and well, especially today, it's been absolutely glorious. It's been flat seas and like 15 to 20 knot winds. So yeah, it's been nice.
Except for last night when, just as Liz went to cook dinner, the wind started to come up, and then right after dinner, is it a Papagayo or a Chubasco, whatever you want to call it?
Papagayo.
It was steadily over 30 for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And that was my off watch. I cooked dinner, went to sleep, and then I was like, why are we bouncing around so much? But anyway, we took care of it. You got to deal with it last night. Sorry, babe. And then, yeah, I've had a really nice day of sailing. But we changed plans, so we were going to go to Isla Cocos, but because of the Papagayos, we are going around the Nicoya Peninsula, so it's taking us a little bit longer. But tomorrow is Sunday, which is when we'll be arriving sometime early in the morning, so we're going to pull over to one of the islands on the way in, and then wait till Monday to check into Costa Rica. But yeah, we should be there. We should be pulling into the Gulf, or I guess that bay area tonight, and then yeah, early tomorrow morning we should be anchored. Let's see. I mean, the winds are really great. It's like 14 knots right now, and we're doing 6 knots. So yeah, sailing doesn't get much better than this. We haven't had this kind of sailing in a really long time. It's a nice reprieve after the Papagayos, that's for sure. Good morning. We have made it. We are in Costa Rica, just sailing in around the Nicoya Peninsula. We actually ended up slowing down a lot last night because, well, there was no wind and we actually had some current against us. So, which is perfect because now we get to come in here during the daylight. But we're still about 6 miles away from our anchorage. So just motoring along beautiful forest, and the winds have been coming and going, and crazy, and I think it's just because of the hills that we're in. I think it's part of the Papagayos that are just blowing over the hills, and they're just going crazy. So did a little bit of sailing, had the jib out, but then it just got really annoying, and the wind just kept going back onto our nose like it is right now. So we're still motoring. But yeah, we're getting close to the anchorage, so not too bad. I'm excited to be here. Excited to be in Costa Rica. We didn't really get to see this stop here on the way up. We stopped in Cocos, which we were going to do again this time on the way down to check in, but because of the Papagayos, this would have been really shitty to get in there. So we're actually checking into, which is a big shipping port here in Caldera. Our friends of ours actually went all the way down to Gofete to check in. So I don't know much about checking in here. It looks pretty simple. We don't even have to drive to an airport like we would have in Cocos, because the immigration is right at the port captain's office. That's a plus. But today is Sunday, so we can't even check in today anyway. So we're just gonna go and drop anchor, and then tomorrow morning pick up and head over to check in. But yeah, looking forward to dropping anchor. It's been a longer sail than we thought since we came down here. We went a little bit further south than we were planning on going, so we've had basically every type of wind. We've had beautiful sailing, we had the Papagayos, we've had motoring, so it's been a mixed sail. But yeah, definitely excited to drop the hook, get some rest. Well, you just passed a giant log. First one I've seen since Canada. But good to know I should look out for them here. Oh, it's a very big tree. Alright, we've made it to Costa Rica. Dropped the anchor. Feels good to be here. Nice calm bay.
We're home.
You're happy to be anchored?
I'm happy to be at anchor.
A nice calm bay.
Yeah, and an eventful trip, I think.
Uneventful or eventful, you said?
Uneventful. Nothing broke on the boat.
Oh, no. Yeah,
It's just weather. Just expected.
We had
sailing.
everything. Yes.
And we didn't run out of fuel.
I know. And we sailed like an extra 120 miles.
Yeah, but we weren't fighting 2 knots of current all the way up like we did heading north.
He's referring to when we sailed north from Cocos. I'll put a link up in the corner up here, but yeah, we ran out of fuel when we were on our way to Chiapas going north. And on the way down, like I said, we sailed, I think it was like an extra 120 miles, and we still have fuel in the tank. Because we had wind.
And we still had the jerry cans.
And we had, yeah, we still had the jerry cans. We had wind, so we were able to sail a whole lot more. Plus we had like a really great current. I think the only time we really used the motor was the first day, and then starting last night at some point, right?
Yeah, because we had current against us. And
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then this morning I had the wind, but the wind was going like coming from all different directions because of the hills. So I kind of motor sailed. I turned off the engine for a second and then turned it back on. Anyway, point being, we're here. The beach looks lovely. The water looks lovely. It's hot. I think I might jump in.
Yeah, I think in total we ran the motor for 3 or 4 full days.
Babe, we sailed 5 days. It wasn't 3 full days. I think we sailed.
The first couple days we had the
yeah,
motor
the
on.
first two. Well, no, the second day we sailed. Remember, we had that. We were sailing without the auto helm. That was the second day.
Yeah, but only for short times, and then we turn on the engine.
And then the third day was the Papagayos. The fourth day was yesterday, and today's the 5th day, I think.
Yeah, so we had 3 days of really the motor running 24 hours a day, if you think
3
about
days, yeah. So we weren't motoring at full speed. We were just kind of having it on, just so that's why also we still have fuel, because we weren't motoring at 2,000 RPMs.
No, because we had 2 knots of current with us, so we were basically 1,300, 1,400 RPMs, and we're still doing 6, 7 knots.
Yeah.
So there's no need for us to go any faster.
Yeah. Anyway, we are here. It's good to be here. Time for a second cup of coffee. Alright, well, after a short one-night stay in Bahia Belena, we got some good rest last night. We went for a swim, we re-cleaned the dinghy, and now we're off to, I think we're going to go to Isla Tortugas and spend the night there before checking in tomorrow. But it's a nice day, the sun's out, the water is really warm, so looking forward to checking out the next place. This place is absolutely stunning. Like the water. Yeah, the water and just like the rocks coming in, where there's a ton of snorkelers out. There's like a couple of bars on the beach or restaurants, and just the palm trees, and the water is just like this beautiful blue. It's so clear. Yeah, we're coming back here after checking in. We gotta go check in tomorrow because they might start to question us soon, but I think we won't be coming back here. But for now, we're gonna go for a swim and check out these waters. Alright, well, after a couple days of attempting to check in, and after we stayed on Isla Tortuga for a night, we went over to Punta Arenas and Caldera to try and check in. But unfortunately, the immigration's office was closed. There's a type of emergency, so all the government offices were closed. The port captain in Caldera is super nice, so I did the paperwork with him, but we couldn't do anything else. So we've come back over to the islands, and I think this is called, it's not called Isla Muertos. It's called, well, its nickname is Isla Muertos, but it's also called something else. There used to be an indigenous grave site somewhere on the island, but we are actually at what used to be a yacht club. The yacht club closed down in '98, but this is the beach we landed on, so we're gonna go walk around and explore. On Isla Gitana, the Fantasy Island Yacht Club was a quirky sailor's hangout until it was closed in 1998. I don't know what's been built here since, because I think there's actually a campground on the island as well, but I don't know what is the remains of the yacht club and what's been built here since the campground came around. But got some parrots hanging out here. And a big empty pool, which I guess was from the yacht club, right? What would you think, babe?
Yeah, at some point.
I mean, there's a big anchor sign up there, so I guess that's the yacht club.
Pardon me?
There's a big anchor sign over there. It's a big pool. Shame it's empty.
Still have the volleyball net up.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely some activity. Last night we saw it was all lit up and there are string lights around, so nobody seems to be here right now. The palm trees are pretty.
Isla Gitana.
That's what it's called, Isla Gitana. That's the other name for it.
There's the beach for the meninos.
For the kids.
bananas or plantains?
I don't know. You can pick one and figure it out.
Probably plantains.
I know they do. They look
They're
really
a little
big.
big for bananas.
Yeah.
They actually belong to somebody. And look at all the little huts.
Yeah, they're like charging. You can charge your cell phone there. So yeah, I guess you can rent out. I think it was like 85 a night. I can't remember, 85 USD. I have to look it up again.
To stay in one of these?
Yeah, well, to come to the island, I guess I don't know whether it includes like transport to the island. I'm not quite sure.
Probably includes your food as well.
Well, no, because you bring your own food. It's like a campground. You bring everything.
At $85 a night.
And you get these cabins. Well, you can't really walk anywhere past this, can you?
Yeah, we can go down and then around the beach side.
Oh, there's somebody there. Hola! Are you gonna show us the way, Katana? Yeah? Yo! Well, we've adopted a dog for the day. Now he's gonna give us a walk around the island. Oh, look. So there's somebody that does reside here. I guess he kind of manages the campground.
That's what he said. He's just watching over the place.
Yeah.
Guy living in paradise.
I know, right? So he said we could walk all the way around the island and that the pup will show us the way. So see what we find.
He seems lonely. He's the only dude on that whole island.
Wait, he has a TV. He's watching TV.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, it doesn't go very deep. Well, we just had to do some rock climbing, but we made it to a really lovely little private beach over here. It's kind of nice.
I think so. I'm gonna put the bag over there on that stump with all our stuff.
Look at all the hermit crabs on here. There's like a...
They're all hermit crabs.
Yeah. They just fell off. Like that one. I think I'm just gonna roll. That's amazing. Ruri's flip-flop is now officially in pieces. Did you have a toy? Did you have a toy? He's like, no, it's my toy. It's okay. We got Ruri brand new flip-flops yesterday. These were done anyway.
Yeah, those ones are already on the way out.
The pup finished them off. Alright, you got a toy now. A stick. You found a stick. Oh no, that's not a stick. What is that? Oh, that's ew. It's an iguana tail.
You got the tail.
Oh. So there must have been an iguana in that hole. Well, he was just digging in a hole, and I guess there's an iguana in it because he got the tail. Luckily, iguanas grow the tails back. But I thought he had a stick. He's like, I got it. I got the iguana. I got it. Hi, buddy. Leaving the island wasn't easy, especially with our loyal guide trying to follow us back to the boat. Ahead, Costa Rica reveals more secrets, hidden beaches, moments of awe, and new horizons. And trust me, there are still plenty of surprises waiting. Until next time, cheers!